Shalom.
Shalom. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Bahashim. L'chakudash. Alright, just flowing through the spirit. You know. So I had a precept by it was Sirach chapter 2, right?
In the top?
Yeah.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, man. So, coming into this realm, it comes with a baggage, you know. It comes with a certain responsibility, you know. Every prophet had to go through their own trials and tribulation. You know, you look at David, you know, he ran from Saul, you know, for a certain amount of time. He had to be off the grid, you know. That was a test for him to be molded into him being the king, you know. Eventually, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he overcame, you know. Because the Most High was dealing with him, man, mightily, you know. And us being hopefully elect, you know, we're gonna go through situations. Ultimately, it's for us to be molded into the man, the precious man that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua wants us to be. You know, righteous kings, man, kings on this earth. You know, so it's we have to prepare for temptation, man. Prepare for trials and tribulations. You got it.
Right. First Peter 3.
Let me finish that.
Oh, counsel.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
It's pretty correct. Yeah.
You there?
Yes.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, make not haste in time of trouble. You know, was that the precept you had? Is it related to that? Second Peter, where it talks about the different trials.
Yeah, true. It's
Hold on. So make not haste in time of trouble. You know, so haste not. You know, the trouble is gonna come, so we are not to flee from it. In a sense, it's like as if you have to welcome the trials, man. You know, because through trials you become better, man. You know, with the trials, you know, the flesh doesn't like, you know, affliction. Flesh likes pleasure. But ultimately, those trials, man, they're good for the spirit. Your spirit gets stronger. You got it.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Yeah, so in all things, man, we rely on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua to walk with us. Yahushua walks with us, you know? And Moses makes us become stronger, you know? You know, so we're not to depart from him. That's why the name of the Lord is important. You know, when trials and tribulation come, call upon the name that he strengthens us. It's better to take on 2 cents or something.
okay.
Go on.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
To low estate, yeah.
Low estate, Salaki.
Right, so what comes upon us telling us to take cheerfully, right? Because we don't think about the latter end, we just think about the moment. But Yahushua knows all things, he knows the future. He says before, when I formed you in the belly, before, you know, I knew thee. He knew you already, so he knows what man will be, you know, Lord willing. Well, he knows what we'll be next week, you know. He knew what we will be like. Brothers turned 30, he knew what you would be at 30, 25, you know, 20. He knows what man you will be at that age, you know. Right. And it's not about the age, it's about how strong your spirit will be, you know. So it's constantly by sending trials upon you, trying, you know, trying your faith, that you're being molded into the man that he wants you to be. You got it.
Verse 5. For gold is tried in fire. Salakia. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
Laisse le spirit flow. Si t'as un precept à part ça.
It's okay. Yeah, come on. So, in this trial of fire of adversity too, we gotta be refined also through the fire, because when gold or when a precious metal gets into the fire, and it depurifies, it takes out all the filth, all the impurity,
Sure.
and then the riches, the value, it increases.
That's right. And that's it's like it, and that's for us too. It says a man shall be more precious than fine gold. So he's getting us ready for that special time, the time of Jacob's trouble, where we will be, through the Spirit of Hashem and Shah, we will be those men, Lord willing. Yeah. You got something?
Yeah. This book of Psalms, and chapter 12, and verse 6. The words of the Lord are pure words as silver, tried in furnace of earth, purified 7 times.
Right. So those words, they stand. That's why they still stand to this day, though they were written over thousands of years ago. They still stand to this day. They were tried. Ultimately, that's Yahweh Shai. He is the perfect lamb, man. He is the perfect sacrifice. He is the perfection, man, of man. All right.
Yeah.
He's the first spirit that Yahweh created, man. And he made him perfect, man. You have to go, you have to be crucified, but he was perfect. He accomplished his mission. And he is the word, and he was tried 7 times. 7 is a complete number, so he was tried constantly, and he overcame, man. And we are to be like our master, man, our king.
That's right. And I got another precept on that.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 6 verse 28. They are all grievous, revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron. They are all corrupters. The bellows are burned. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melted in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord has rejected them.
Right. So they're not pure, man. They're not of that good, that good metal, man.
They fell through the furnace,
Yeah, come. It's not that good, it's not that good, that good mineral, man. It's like dross, You gotta read that again, Sure.
Alright, verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee.
Yep. So that's where it starts with, man. Believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai. Believe him. Believe that he has you. Believing that he's the one responsible for setting things in place, putting certain brothers in your life. Ultimately putting your, whether it's your family and the things that you have around you. That's the Most High putting these things in place, man. Whether good or bad, that's him. That's the Most High that's doing this, man.
That's right.
In order for you to be that man that he wants you to be. So like the precept said earlier, says take whatever comes upon you, take cheerfully. Now in the flesh, it's not it's not easy, but in the spirit, you have to know in your mind that Yahweh Bashim Yashai is doing this for his purpose, man, his will. And it said believe him. So read that again. Believe him.
Believe in him, and he will help thee.
And he will help thee, man. Yahweh Bashim Yashai is our strength and our shield. Okay? He is our strength and our shield, man. That's spiritual, and these things cannot be understood by the natural, man. That's why the brother brought out earlier. Fasting is important. Fasting is the spirit that upholds you. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yashai that upholds you. Flesh is weak. When the spirit, you start to understand things clear. You hear sounds clear. You perceive things spiritually. You can analyze things better. Going back to this, start with the belief, and he will help thee. Psalms. I have a quick precept. The book of Psalms, chapter 28. The book of Psalm 28, and we get to the point. It's at verse 28. The Lord is verse 7, Salakia. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. You trust in Yahweh Shem Yashai, he will help you. When you look at the generations of old, our forefathers, you know, Daniel, that was thrown in the lion's den, Yahweh Shem Yashai was with him, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That was what
Asha, the three
holy children.
Yeah.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That's right. You know, they were thrown in the furnace of fire. But guess who was with them? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was with them, man. How much, you know that? And then these were Romans 15:4. Whatsoever things written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. This is the comforter, man. This is the comfort that Yahweh Shai was talking about, man. Through the Spirit, through His Holy Spirit, we understand these words. That these things are there to mold us, man. Right. Jacob's trouble is coming. It's coming. 2021 through the Spirit. It might be 2021, but you know, it's coming. You know, so we are to expect these things. Or what we were saying, expect
the unexpected.
What were we saying yesterday? We were saying expect.
Reverse chronology.
Right, well, that's a good point too. But it was as far as
You already know, you know the story.
Right.
You know how it's gonna end because it was told from the beginning.
Right. It was the point I was trying to make was as far as I lost my train of thought. It was slacking.
Let me bring out that precept really quick.
Yeah.
Psalms 119 verse 49. Remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. So yeah, we have to cherish these word, very faithful, truthful words in us, in our members, you know, in a brotherhood that we are right now. Our godliness, this is our righteousness right now amongst this earth.
That's right.
Doing things righteously, you know, amongst those that are trying to persecute us or trying to harass us around, you know, while we're doing this work, you know,
Right.
trying to reap and sow. But you know, the Lord has a mark, man. He has our portion. He has the highest portion, you know. So,
Yeah. We pray that we're amongst that. We're amongst His precious portion, man. Yeah, the elect, you know.
Yeah.
Pray that that we'll be saved. But you know, we believe in Him and He will help thee. So we believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. You know, every single trial, every single obstacle, every single scenarios. Like today, that was a scenario. You know,
Sure.
like the guy, you know, he's talking this and that, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai comforted. You know, the police came, things of that nature, but we were comforted, man. Like there was no trouble, you know. It's as if the angels were just they quieted the whole situation down.
Yeah. Tame the
You know?
situation.
There was that hedge of protection, man. So these little scenarios are manifestations of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua being with us, man. 'Cause all hell things could have just flipped, you know. They could have just, it could have escalated. The police could have been like, "Oh, you guys didn't know." The guy came back. They came twice. Well, three officers came. Yeah, 3 times. But it was peaceful. You know, that's this power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua. If you read that again, Baruch Yahshua, the believe and help.
Verse 6. Believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in Him.
We're keeping our ways right, man. You know, that's the spirit. You know, that's the spirit.
Right.
Matter of fact, let's just go straight to it. You know?
Romans chapter 13. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Yeah.
For there is no power but Yahweh, the Most High. Powers that are ordained of the Most High.
Khan, if I may add, that's a commandment. You know, let every soul be subject. So we're not to buck up against the higher powers, man. Yes, we have a message to convey that the kingdom is going down. In order to, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua is going to establish His kingdom in righteousness. Yes, we're doing the works of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua. In doing this, the Most High is going to protect us, man, as long as we stay ordered, man, in order.
That's right. And that's a testimony too, you know. Those other nations try to get the white man's attention just to report us.
Yeah.
But the Lord made subjected them. You know, he put the issue back to them. He reported back to them because they are the subject of the Most High. They are doing the Lord's will right now.
Right.
All those forces
right.
of those governments, the whole government system, also under the white man, is to the Most High.
Yeah,
It works.
so-called. Yeah, the Edom, yeah, so-called. Yeah, that's true, man. That's a good point. You know, everything is under the subjection of Yahweh Bashim Shah, and his plan will go forth, man. His plan will be executed. You know, nobody's gonna go against the will of Yahweh Bashim. It doesn't matter if you call yourself a lawyer or whatever you want to exalt yourself. It says the wisdom of man is foolishness unto the Most High. And you look at us, you might perceive us as just regular men, but we're the men of the Lord through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shah.
Come on.
You know? We're here to do his will, man. You know? Do what is pleasing unto the Son. Kiss the Son lest he be angry, man.
Let's be angry.
You know? So,
You're doing the Lord's pleasure.
come on. You going with it?
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinances of the Most Yahweh.
Yeah, so if you go against his will, you go against the things that he set up, you're going against his will, man. You know? To every time there's a season.
It's a season.
You know?
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Yeah, damnation, so great chastisement, man. And that's one thing, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we don't want to deal with his fury and his wrath, man. He sent his own people to captivity. How much? That means, hey, the Most High has no respect of persons. There's no respect of persons, so, you know.
For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
Yeah. Go on.
Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Go on.
That's right. For he is the minister of the Most High, of Yahweh, to thee for good.
Go on.
But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain.
Come on, means that, you know, that's a perfect point. Like the brother brought out. Whether it's police or government, man, they work for Yahweh Bashim Shah. They are the ministers of Yahweh Bashim Shah for good or evil. If you do good, they won't have no problem. If you buck up against the will of the Most High, whatever he set in place, hey, he doesn't bear the weapon in vain. He's gonna use his sword, man. These Edomites, they were given a sword for a reason. That's to kill. There's no other reason for him to have a sword. It's to kill, man. You know?
Yeah. And this is called abuse of power too. Once you go over the limit, then the Most High will set you up for it back, make it backfire.
Yeah.
For he is the minister of the Most High, to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he buried not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doth evil.
Yep. Khan. So he's a revenge. So the Most High controls the right and the left hand side. So they execute the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Esau Edom ultimately was here to discipline us Israelites, man. You know.
That's right.
And the point I was trying to make earlier, when I lost my train of thought, is as far as you expect things instead of you anticipate instead of reacting. You know, that's the word allows us to anticipate things. You know, we know that destruction is coming. We know Jacob's trouble is coming. You know, and instead of reacting as far as like, how should my mindset be? How should I think? Who should I rely on? Hey, we rely on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Go to the scriptures. That's why we dive into the scriptures now. You know, so then you know these things are coming, man. You know,
so you don't get caught by surprise.
Exactly, come.
Come.
Yeah. You know, and that's the greatest form of, well that's the Most High. That's Yahweh Shai extending his Yahweh Bashim Yahushai extending his hand unto us, letting us know this is what's gonna take place, and be ready, man. You know, and he also told us, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. He is being found right now. We've seen him, man. We've seen him. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is, through the spirit, we could say, like, start with the apostles and elders of great millstone and like-minded men. He's dealing with us, man.
That's right.
You know.
Come.
And, you know, we're gonna boast. We're gonna boast more when, hey, he really glorifies. He glorifies us. But right now, hey, we boast in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We have to boast in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. That's the power, man.
Come.
You know.
Yep.
It's not about us. This is not our program. This is the program of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. It's about Yahweh Shai. Right now, it's Yahweh Shai. You know, Yahweh Shai. That's it, man. We're setting up. Let's set up the way for Yahweh Shai to come execute, to come implement his kingdom, man. Yahweh Shai. You know, it's not about vainglory, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. It's like
I have a precept on
come,
that.
bring it on.
1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Come, you know, to recompense those that trouble us, man.
Mm.
Hey, we seen that. So the guy was going against us, you know, saying the prophets are Muslim. Hey, I have even trouble saying it, man. It's like, you know, it's like Mosai set up defenders of his gospel, you know. Us being given this truth, man. It's ultimately hey, we're heralds of Yahweh. We're his servants, man. We're not gonna let you just come and disrespect his word, man. You know. Especially knowing that he died for us, man. You know. And you just come with your opinion. The scriptures are open, man. But you know, but it's a righteous thing for him to recompense those that trouble him. You know, I'm telling you, like, certain things it could grieve a brother, man. You know, certain things brothers don't want to hear. You know, the Most High is gonna honor that, man. Somebody kill this nigga.
Oh my goodness. Seriously.
But hey, you know, he's gonna get dealt with. Hey, they said they were looking for him, man.
Yeah.
But, come, go on with that.
The book of Sirach chapter 2 verse 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall.
Yeah, Khan. Right, wait for his mercy. So once again, it's patience, man. Patience, man. The patience to wait, to be patient is to suffer. You know, wait for his mercy. And these tests, that's another trial, man. Are you gonna wait for me? The scripture in Luke, it says, "Shall I find faith on the earth when I come back?" You know what that's at? The book of Luke.
Let me look it up.
Shall I find faith on the earth when I come back? You know, that's being patient, man. It's gonna get heavy, man, you know, especially for the things we see. But miracles are gonna be manifested too, you know. And today we see miracles, man. You got that.
Verse 8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him,
Don't forget that.
and your reward shall not fail.
Yeah, the reward shall not fail, man. And we run. It says, "Eye has not seen or hear." Roughly paraphrasing the Matter of fact, let me just get it real quick. I don't want to butcher it. Yeah, so the Most High has a great reward, and he says in the book of John that I go to prepare a place for you. He has a place prepared for his elect, man, his chosen. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 9. But as it is written, eye has not seen nor heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High has prepared for them that love him. Right? And how do we love him? By kissing the Son, by obeying his commandments to the best of our abilities. Right? Loving the Most High with all our heart, might, and soul, and our strength, and loving one another as brothers, you know? Love that brother as thyself. You got a present? John 14?
John 14.
I'm about to prepare a place, man.
Book of John 14. Let not your heart be troubled.
Come on.
Ye believe in Yahweh, believe also in me.
And that's a commandment, man. Let not your heart be troubled, man. Come on. You know, later on it says, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be dismayed. Okay? The destruction is for those that are outside the realm, those that are outside of the house of David. We pray that we're amongst that precious number, man. And that's, you know.
In my Father's house are many
It
mansions.
says, in my Father's house are many mansions, many, man. Wow.
If it were not so, I would have told you.
Yeah, come
I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also.
on. And we want to be with Yahweh Shai, man. And that's the reward, man. Being with Yahweh Shai, you know. You know, just that's heavy, bro.
That's beautiful, man.
You know, that's heavy, bro. Like just being with Yahweh Shai, you know. Reward, you know, getting those new bodies.
Yeah.
You know, pleasing the Most High. You know, not worrying about going off, not going off.
Be
You know,
delivered.
being delivered. You know, getting away from this wicked flesh, this vile body.
Oh, man.
You know, and this captivity as well. You know, not looking over your shoulder. You know, and trusting your brother at all times, and just joy. You know,
Yeah.
Sorrow.
no sorrows. You know, he says he's gonna wipe the tears of our eyes, man. Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, sure.
You know. Come on.
Just as a matter of fact, I just love the brotherhood right now. The love of the brethren right now is more precious right now. We're having right now.
Yeah.
But we don't. Once we get there, we won't need to worry. You know, if anybody of us shut us down, or you know, this is left and right, or you know, make some. Oh, I don't want that to happen over there.
Yeah, no, it's not. In the kingdom is righteous. You don't have to worry about, you know, what Joe said or whatever. You know. No, man, it's just righteousness. You know, we don't have to hide certain things from each other, but it's just straight love. And at this moment, you just gotta enjoy it, man. You want with that?
Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Hope for good. Hey, hope for good, man. The Most High is not his hand is not short. What's that precept? Yeah. You know, as far as the Most High is not gonna forsake us, man. You know, read that again, for sure.
Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
And that's the kingdom, man. Everlasting joy, man, and mercy. You know, being righteous, you know, at all times. You know, hope for good. We have to hope, man. These are the time of hope too, man. Like this guy's falling down, man. All nations are falling down, man. All these other guys are falling down, man. Right now it's our time to, you know, to hope, man. Hope, increase our hope,
That's right.
increase our faith.
The sky is falling down. You know, the heaven is nearer on the fingertips than we expect.
Yeah, it's nearer than we believe.
I believe. You were bringing out the if I found any hope in heaven, you know, in the gospel of Yahweh Shai, I got something to back that up instead, you know, because we're not righteous, and that's Romans 3, verse 10. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that understandeth, there is none that seeketh after Yahweh. Verse 23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. Yeah, so we all are falling short from the glory of the Most High. But by day to day, you know, when we are bringing out the precepts and we are sharpening our souls and our mind, and also we're trying to being perfect, righteous, and perfect too, you know. With then we get to the point, we get to a level, and that we're out from this world. We're not. What are we supposed to be doing here, you know, and keep on living the same casual life, you know, trying to reach our goals or our dream goals or nothing. The world doesn't offer nothing, you know. It's just
So I had a precept concerning what you just said. So book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18. For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrows. You know, so, you know, like you get into this word, but you know, at the same time, it separates you from the world, man. You know, this world, the kingdom of heaven, and the world of Esau, they can't coexist, man.
that's right.
You know,
Right.
you know.
Can't coexist.
You know that?
Verse 10. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Yeah, you know, any trust in the Lord and was confounded. The Most High is not in our righteous power. He is the righteous power, man. We have been unrighteous, man. Our ways were unequal, man. The ways of the Most High have always and will always be equal, man. You know, That's why our greatest example is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, the Most High will not forsake the righteous, man. Oh, what's that? A quick precept. No, Salakia. The book of Psalms, chapter 18. When we get to the point, it says here. Salakia, the book of Psalms 18. Verse 25. It says, "With the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure. And with the froward thou wilt show thyself froward." Right? So the Most High is a just power, man. You know?
That's true. And Ecclesiastes 7 verse 11, "Laugh not a man to scorn in the bitterness of his soul, for there is one which humbleth and exalteth."
Khan.
So he may seem one that is really, down low in his mind, or didn't gain that much knowledge into this truth. And this truth, it's still the nigger mentality from the world. But then, the Lord, like the Jakes, they're back up, in their morality. Once they go back up to the morality and from the morality of the Most High, that's like cheesing the whole other nations. We weren't supposed to be in that state. It was them that plotted us to become all retarded in this world and the system of this life, because this is the agenda of the enemy, order after chaos. So pretty much,
it's like, if I may add, it's also because we went off. That's why we were put in that state. We went off. We turned our back from Yahweh Shemi Shai. We thought we were, So the Most High sent it. What do you think you are? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what it's really like to think that you're above me or that you don't need me. That's pride,
Right.
So pride is when you turn away from Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Yeah.
So you could point fingers at the part of it, but it belongs. Why does it say begin at my sanctuary?
The judgment, huh?
Yeah, let it begin at my sanctuary, because ultimately it starts with Israel, man. Israel is the trendsetters. Why? Because our power source is Yahweh, the ultimate power, Yahweh Shemi Shai. We're going with what you're saying, man.
Come on. This is First Peter 4 verse 17. "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, Yahweh.
Right.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?"
Yeah, that's a good point. First start with us, and then those other nations. Okay.
That's right. True. Come on.